little more females.
Damn. Okay.
He the real KKK. You know what I mean? He
So
got
you
that
mixed. So you mixed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my mom black and my dad white. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so that's always been a thing. You know, I remember going up onto Rocky Top.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
A lot of people might not know what Rocky Top is, but that's very crucial.
That's the Tennessee song. Yeah.
Don't go to Rocky Top, man. My daddy drove me up there where I was like 17, had an afro, you know what I mean? Like, we ride up there. I'm like, just thinking it's all good. When we got up there, I was like, oh shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was,
yeah.
It was a very interesting situation.
What you see up there, man? Give him a description, man. What you see up there?
The KKK.
Damn.
Not really, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. Shout out to Rocky Top and everybody on Rocky Top, but it was just like a lot of white people, you know what I mean? Yeah. And even though I'm half white, it's like it's levels to the white shit. It's levels to everything. Like
yeah.
So you got these type of white people and these type. Like the judge, for instance, who you had the interview with,
Vernon Krause.
That's a whole nother type.
They out there though. So, you know, don't you? They out there.
They out there. The first thing they said to my dad, we pulled up, we got out the car. He was like, Harry, I didn't know you had a black son. You know what I mean? And it turned into that, you know what I mean? And he took me up there again. And I was like, man, getting moonshine, all that. But I was like, I don't want to go up there, bro.
Yeah, you ain't
feel he was like, he looked at my damn dad, he looked at me, he was like, I'm here. What you mean you don't want to go up there? Like, I'm with you. I'm like, but bro, you white, man. You know what I mean? Like, I told that nigga that shit. My own daddy, you know what I'm saying? And he looked at me, bro. That nigga eyes look like they watered up, you know what I'm saying? Look like he was about to cry when I told him he was white. Like, because the way I said it, because it's like, when you biracial, I'm gonna be 1,000. A white man cannot raise a black son, you know what I mean? The streets had to raise me, you feel me? East Chat, Maul the Pimp, like shout out to Maul again, but them niggas, that's who raised me, you know what I'm saying? My dad, he did the best he could, but when it came to like what I had to go through, he didn't even know about that world, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't even fathom the things that we going through. And so my mom, she just raised me to be completely black, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's another thing I see with the biracial community, like either they got a white side that's raising them completely white, or they start with the black side that's raising them completely black, but they never acknowledge both sides. It's like, okay, you this and you that. Now let's go accordingly. And so that shit gotta stop. And like birth certificate, don't even talk about like on my birth certificate say black male, pure black male. You know what I mean? And my father's name is on that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like that shit just to me is confusing. Like, but we already know where it stems from, like the Jim Crow era, all that. You know what I'm saying? The one drop rule, all that. We know where it stems from, but it just it fucks us up in us biracials. It fucks us up mentally, and it makes us like, I ain't gonna say we crazy, but we crazy. Like, I don't know if you know any, but we untamable at sometimes, and it's only because we got two sides like raging in us. We got this side coming, and then we got that side, and then before you know it, you just fighting yourself. You like, man, what the? You don't know what side to be on. You like, should I be over here, or should I be on this side? Yeah. And so it creates a conflict within us, and we try to do our best to strive through and live in this society with that conflict that lives within us. And I've never heard anybody speak on this. I ain't never heard Drake, J. Cole, like nobody that's biracial of any sort. I never heard them say, it was like, I got two sides fighting inside of me, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I deal with. And a lot of others, I got too many suicidal thoughts. I got family members, you know what I'm saying, dealing with the shit, One of my good friends, shout out Christine, she committed suicide, like.
Damn. Was that recent?
It was last year, but.
Yeah, that's recent. That's recent as hell. Yeah.
So it's a pain that's there that's not acknowledged.
Yeah.
And they chunk it up to mental illness or bipolar. They
But
got
really, it's something deeper than that.
it's way deeper than that shit. It's
Yeah.
way deeper. The first thing I noticed was my skin color.
Mm-hmm.
And I look at my dad, you know what I'm saying? He there with me. And his skin color is white, like pale, like pure white, pale white.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, damn, you know what I mean? Looking at myself, looking at him, because kids notice this thing. Parents don't think that a toddler or like they little elementary school kids noticing these things.
Oh, they
but
see it. Yeah.
we notice that, oh, my mama black, this person yellow, that person white, that person brown, that person red. We notice like colors first.
Yeah.
And so it's never meant to be a racial thing, but as you grow up, it kind of becomes like a racial thing, bro.
Yeah. 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 I dig that, man. So I figure that's where your style, like you said, that's where your style come from, like just having both of them sides. So it got you kind of done came up with your own little style. It kind of remind me, you ever heard of the Suicide Boys?
Nah, I never heard of them.
Man, it's a group called the Suicide Boys. They big as hell. You feel me? They some white boys though.
I'm gonna look them up.
Yeah, they kind of own what you own. You feel me? And I was like, damn, I wonder if bro ever heard of them. I'm gonna ask him that. You feel me?
I'm gonna check them out though.
But you got your you definitely got your own shit, man.
A little more fingers.